Okay, questions for the student athletes. First question on the front row on the left here.
Jon, looking back at UConn, Virginia Tech, some of those games, is tonight's game really a game that you've been training all year to win? I mean, this style, this kind of game that you might not have won in the past?
Yeah, well, it was just a hard game, and like Coach said, they played really hard, and they came out right away, and you could feel them on defense. And, we've been some tough games throughout the year, some really tough games. So when we look at each other, we know what we need to do as a team. Our defense and rebounding is a big key for us. And, we want to make our presence felt too. So that's something we've learned throughout the year.
On the left in front of the column.
For both Jon and Kyle, if you could address it, it seemed as though they were doing a great job of being there on the catch early in the game. In the second half, it looked like you guys made more of a concerted effort. You guys were going to drive to the basket. How much was that a key for you guys, especially for you, Jon, when maybe your jump shot wasn't falling?
You want me to start? Yeah, well, I thought they did a good job at first, really rushing us, and they stood us up at first. And, we didn't catch the ball as strong. And they set us back a little bit. I think in the second half, we did a better job of just attacking, and we moved the ball a little bit better and set screens and set up our screens better. And that was a big key in the first half. I think we just would pass the ball and then watch each other a little bit. So in the second half, we got some movement and we made strong moves.
Yeah, I think we just took care of the ball better in the second half, and we didn't turn it over as much. And I thought Nolan did a great job of really attacking the basket and coming up with big buckets.
Okay, on the left in front of the column again.
Yeah, Jon, yesterday you talked about you were aware of the team reputation for the meltdown and that you guys were on a mission. Why don't you talk about...
Can we...
Oh, I just going to... How you thought about the mission
Like, I don't
today?
know what a meltdown is. What is a meltdown?
Well, he said... He said,
No, he didn't say that.
I thought somebody said... yesterday.
Somebody said it. I want to know what a meltdown is.
Well, the team not doing good in the postseason play.
Somebody losing?
Yes.
Okay,
And I
we
was,
lost. That's what
Yeah.
we're talking about,
Right.
Jon. I don't know what meltdown
no,
means.
I heard the word meltdown. I apologize. But I wanted to ask, you said you guys were on a mission. So I wanted to thought how you felt about what you did today and what was coming up, what the next step is, how you proceed from here.
For us, we just, we're hungry, and, we need to keep preparing like we've been preparing. We know each step is harder, and we're playing some great teams, and we just need to prepare really hard, and, we need to prepare.
Okay, again, please identify yourself before you address your question. In the center in the back.
Matt Grossman from the Sporting News for Jon and Kyle. I thought Zubak had a couple of pretty brutal picks. Could you talk about how he sets those up, and if you ever run face first into his chest in practice and what that feels like?
I've actually have a couple of stitches on my face because of Brian. So, Brian's a big physical guy. He's very valuable to our team. And one of the things that he does well is gets in the way of the other team's players, and he frees our perimeter up very well. And he does that. He does simple things very well, and I think that's what makes him pretty successful.
I actually have some stitches too from Brian. He's such a big body, and it's great. As a player, you love to play with, and you would hate to play against. He's just really physical, and he's such a big body. If he doesn't mean to, you run into him, and you really feel it. So, just such a great guy to play with.
Okay, to the right of the post.
Adam Wexler, Sports Talk 790. You guys were mentioning just now about the physical play they put out. Do you guys feel like you matched it, and maybe was this the most physical game you guys have had all year? Kyle?
I'm not sure. It's tough to compare games just because of the tournament. It's different. It's a neutral court. You don't really feel the crowd as much, and that plays a part in it too. So, but Purdue plays hard. They're a very physical team. They're tough, and they played for 40 minutes. So, you can't really say that, they were the hardest team that we played against.
Okay, all the way in the back on the left, far left.
Guys, Dan Matthews from Sports Radio 610. With a team that's physical like Purdue, it's obviously easy to get frustrated on the offensive end. What were you guys really stressing to do to make sure that didn't happen?
Play strong. Pretty simple. I think if you just picture yourself, cashing and facing strong, things take care of itself. You don't turn the ball over as much, and I think that was the main key, is just playing with, just playing strong.
Okay, second row on the far left.
Bill Cole, Winston-Salem Journal. Kyle, when you fell, you seemed to grimace with your wrist again. Was it just momentary, or are you still feeling some pain in it?
I'm fine. Took some Advil, so I think it cured it. Or was it? I don't know. I don't know what it was. It was some medicine that helped.
Any more questions? Okay. Start right
Yes, Mark Watson from Political Nation. You guys' hard work has paid off. You're one game from the Final Four now. How does that feel?
It feels good, but we really can't relax at all. This isn't the spot we want to be still. This was a good step for us, and a really tough win. I think it's really important to refocus, and really we can't enjoy these wins right now. After the season, we can look back and enjoy them, but for us, we want to keep moving forward.
Okay, we have time for 2 more questions. Front row on the left here.
Brett Friedlander, Wilmington Star News. Kyle, could you go through the last maybe 3 possessions of the first half, and how big was that in kind of not only getting the lead, but just kind of establishing something good to happen before you went into the locker room for halftime?
Very important. We were struggling in the first half. We had no rhythm. We just weren't playing how we wanted to play and how we have been playing. So it's very important that we did something in the end of the first half. Made some plays. Nolan got a bucket to put us up 1, and I thought it was a big boost, even though it might not felt like it. But being up 1 at half and just knowing that we have 20 more minutes to play was a big boost for our team.
Okay, we have time for 1 more question for student athletes. Okay, to the right of the post there.
Kyle, something you mentioned earlier about this game being kind of a neutral court. I don't know how much you paid attention to the first game with Baylor and the crowd that's likely here Sunday in green and gold. Do you feel like possibly it's a lot less of a neutral court feel on Sunday with Baylor being here?
I'm not sure. I thought we had a good showing as Duke fans. I don't know. I didn't really see the game that Baylor played, so it should be a fun game to play. I'm excited.
Okay, thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Now, if you'd please, any questions for Coach Krzyzewski? Okay, Coach, in front of the poster on the left.
Coach, I was wondering if you could talk about what you guys did offensively in the second half. It looked like you guys